drop down content, which property you're changing? Display property, because initially what is a display? Initially what is a display? None. But once you move the cursor on drop down, once you move the cursor on drop down, you're changing the property of which one? Drop down content to what? Display equal to what here? Block. Okay, now then drop down content. These are which style? Anchor style. The color, text color is defined, padding, text decoration, display block, and text alignment is what? Left to right. So this text alignment is left to right here, right? So that is which tag? Anchor, right? Right. So when you are displaying now, list item drop down and display what? Inline. Okay, where you are displaying the drop down? Inline block, right? And list item anchor hover and drop down hover, then drop down button, the background color is given as what? Red. So how many properties you changed? Anchor hover and drop down hover, and even which one? Drop down button. You are changing the background color or not? Yes. This is home and this is a news and this is drop down, right? Is it this background color is changed? Yes. Whenever you move the cursor to anchor, whenever you move the cursor to which button? Drop down button or drop down button, drop down or drop down button, the background color get what here? Changed. So just to try to understand, very simple. You have to create first which content? Drop down content. And initially the drop down content displays what? None. But how you are displaying this position is what? Absolute, and this is background color, and this is a minimum width of which one? Drop down. And this is a box shadow is given, and there is a Z index. Okay, there is a Z index. Z index is nothing but the order in which you want to display it. This is to overcome the overriding of which one? Elements. I'll tell you one example by using Z index with the multiple divisions. Don't worry. But Z index, in this case, if you remove Z index, nothing will happen because you don't have multiple contents where it can be override, right? So this is a box shadow is given, and drop down content. What is the child item here? Anchor. And this color is defined, padding and text direction, and display in block, and text alignment is what here? Left. Okay. Yes. So drop down content, anchor hover. So the background color is get what? Changed. Right. So this is a background color which is given when you move the cursor to it. See here. When you move the cursor to it. So is it this link's background is changed or not? Yes. This link's background is changed or not? Yes. Drop down content. This is a drop down content. What is a child element? Anchor. Drop down content. What child element? Anchor hover. You are changing which one? Background color. See here. Drop down content. Okay. When you move the cursor on this anchor, is it background is get changed or not? Yes. So that is done by using drop down content. What is a child element? Anchor. And what is the event here? Hover. Then change which one? Background color. Okay. So drop down hover and drop down content. Display what here? Block. So when you move the cursor to which one? Drop down. When you move the cursor to which one? Drop down. When you move the cursor to the drop down, you are changing the drop down content. Property as what? Block. You are changing the drop down content to what here? Block. Display what here? Block. But initially drop down content is what? None. Is it displayed or hidden? Is it displayed or not displayed? Not displayed. But when it is displayed, when you move the cursor to which one? Drop down button. And what is this what is the event here? Over. Then you are changing which property? Drop down content property to what? Display as a block. So block. Now it is displayed as a block. So once I click on this, I want to perform certain operation. Once I click, I want to perform certain operation. Then how you do that operation? Here you are trying to place one. Here you are trying to place one. So what you are trying to place here? One frame. Okay. So when I click on home, suppose home is there by default. Okay. By default home page. This is home is there, news is there, and one more is drop down. Suppose once I click on home, then it should display the content of which one? Home page. And if I click on news, it should display things related with what? News. And when once I click on drop down link one, then it should display the information about link one. Then link 2 means it should display the information about link 2. If I say link 3, then it should display the information about what? Link 3. But where you are displaying that within what? A frame. Where you are displaying that content within one frame. I said already how to create a frame. You create a frame by using which one? iframe. There is one tag, HTML tag is there. And what is the name of the tag here? iframe. Already said this. iframe source. Now this is iframe target for a link. Okay. iframe source. And what is the default source here? Some demo frame.html, and name is given, height is given, as well as width is given, as well as what? Title. Suppose once I click on this hyperlink, the content is displayed in which frame? iframe A. So here also I'm creating one frame. See here. Here also I'm creating one frame. This is a frame. How you create a frame? By using what is this? iframe. iframe. Now source. You want to display anything, any content in this? Then you define which one? Source. Okay, I just define the source. Okay, source is some x dot. Source is some content dot. Some content dot. What is that? HTML. This is a source. The source is some content dot HTML, and the name of this frame is given some frame, or I just given frame 1. Then I try to define which one? Height. Height of this frame. How much it is given? Some 300 pixels. Height is given 300 pixels, and width is, I want this frame should occupy the complete width of the page. Then I'm just writing it as how much percentage? 100%. So there is a width is given, and I don't require to give the title. So I just close the iframe. But I need to know this content dot what? HTML. Or instead of that, I'm just writing here welcome dot which one? HTML. Okay, welcome dot HTML. You can see this is welcome dot what here? HTML. Okay, now this is the content of which one? Frame. This is the content of the frame. Hello, and this one is a drop down. Now once I click on home, it should display which page? Once I click on home, then it should display which page? Home page. If I click on news, then it should display which content? News. If I click on drop down, then it should drop down link 1, then it should display the content of link 1. Okay, but where you are displaying all this? Within what? Frame. Where you are displaying all this? Within frame. But how you link the frame? You link the frame by just giving, this is hyperlink, right? So what is the source? How can you link the frame? You link the frame. Yes, see here. There is the hyperlink, and this is target equal to which one? iframe A. Now you need to define the href or not? Yes. For example, now this is A, href. Which page I should display? Home dot which one? HTML. But where I should display this? What is the target? Target is which one? Target is which one? F1. What is the target here? F1. Okay, now then news is there. News dot which one? HTML. News dot HTML. You have to define only which one? Target. So what is the target I'm giving here? Target. Target is which one? F1. F1 is the name of the frame, right? Yes. Then next one is this is link 1. First, let us see this 2, right? One is home.html and one more is what? News.html. One is home.html and one more is news.html. Okay, now? Yes. Now, once I click on this home, then it should display the content of home.html. Is it there or not there? Not there. If I click on news, then it should display the content of news.html. Now we'll try to put the HTML which is already there. Okay, the HTML which is already there, home.html. In the place of home.html, I'm just writing which one? Login.html. Is it this is available or not? Yes. Okay. Yes. Once I run this, now you can see home. Once I click on home, what is displayed here? Login. Because we have given the width, we have given the height is how many pixels? Our height is given how many pixels? 300. But rather than that, I'll take how much percentage? 100%. The width is 100 and height is also 100. Sorry. How much given, right? So width is given, height is in pixels. So I just given some pixels. See, it will add only the scroll, right? It just add only the scroll. But is it menu is fixed or? Is it menu is fixed or moving? Menu is what? Moving. But I don't want that. Then what do you do it? Position is what here? Fixed. If I write here, position is unordered list. Unordered list. What should I write here? Position. Position is fixed. Right? Now, is it move? Is it move according to the content? No. It doesn't move according to which one? Content. Next, you have to define which one? Margin. So margin is there, right? Margin. So here, margin. You have to set the margin for unordered list. You have to set the margin for which one? iframe. iframe. You have to define the margin or not? Yes. I'm just using style. Okay, style. Which one you have to change? You have to change which one? Margin. I want the margin should be given as some, how many pixels here? 50 pixels. So margin. So I try to change which one? Margin. So margin is given. How many pixels here? 50 pixels is given. Right? And this one is what? This is what here? Source. So otherwise, you have to give more. Yes. So what is the margin is given? 50 pixels. So home is there. This is a home and this is a news. This is a home and this is a news and this is drop down, right? So home news. But actually, we have given what we have given. I think this drop down news or home. So this is which margin is given? Left margin, top margin, right margin, and bottom margin. But I need to define only. I need to define only which margin? Top margin. Margin top. So margin top is given how many pixels? 50, right? Okay, this is only for which margin? Top margin. Okay, now. Yes, this is a news and this is what again? Home. And this is drop down. This is drop down. Where is a list? We have changed something, right? Margin top. Link is, oh, sorry. Inline is there, right? So drop down block. Display. So some inline block. So I've just taken is a inline block. So there is a link, but there is a block only. But once you say block, so where is the links? because of margin. Huh? We change the margin. Where is the mistake is done here? Margin is there. Block. Oh, now here we have taken the position as what here? Fixed, right? Position is fixed. Okay. So I just remove this position here. Now you can see the drop down link 1, link 2, and link 3. Now you can see this is a margin. But what is the margin I've given here? Some 50 pixels. Now you can change this margin. Okay, now you can change this margin here. So this margin is given some 50 pixels. I try to change to how many pixels? 20, right? So I click on home and this is a news and this is drop down link 1, link 2 and link 3. But whenever you click on this, you are trying to display the content. Okay, now, but where you are displaying this content within one, or where you are displaying this content within one, you are displaying this content within one frame. Okay, you are displaying this content within the frame, right? So please attach some frames, attach content to the frame and do it. I'm just copying this code here. So this is working with the frame. Now you can develop this. Now home is there, news is there, and then what? Drop down. Even if you click on link 1, display the content in this. Okay, which one it is? iframe. Okay, yes. So I'm just copying this content here. So you are trying to use what you are trying to use here? iframe. Coda. Yes. Drop down content, anchor over. Okay. This one. So this is a class selector, right? What is the name of the class selector? Drop down content. And this is which selector? Child. What is the child of drop down content? Anchor. Hover. Means when you move the cursor, then what you are changing? Background color. Okay. దీని మీద మూవ్ చేసావు కదా, ఇప్పుడు మూవ్ చేసే బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ చేంజ్ అయిందా లేదా? హోవర్ మీన్స్ వెన్ యూ మూవ్ ద కర్సర్. When you move the cursor, you are changing what here? Background color. Some color. Some color, yeah, which is visible, right? So I just taken some yellow, drop down, hover, changed it. What changed here? Color is changed. Background color. When you move the cursor, you are changing the background color, right? So drop down, hover, drop down content, you are displaying as what here? Block. But initially drop down content is displayed or none? None. But when you move the cursor to the drop down, then the content should be displayed, right? Then you are saying display is what here? Block. Okay, but when you select that, when you select the home, where you are displaying the source login.html, where you are displaying in frame 1. If you click on news, then where you are displaying this content in news.html, where you are displaying inside F1, right? You are loading the content into this target. But what is the target I have taken here? Frame. Which frame here? iframe. Okay. Yes. See here, these are the properties of list item. List item is what here? Parent. And anchor is what here? Child. And drop down button is also child. But this both, you're displaying this items in what? Inline. And the text color is given white. Text alignment is what here? Center. See here. Text alignment is what here? Center. See here. Is it home is there in the middle or not? Yes. Is it news is there in the middle or not? Yes. Is it drop down is there in the middle or not? Yes. Okay. So just to see here. List item, child item is which one? Anchor as well as what? Drop down. Display in what? Inline block. Inline block means will it in the same line or in the new line? Same line. Okay, same line. Home, news, and one more is a drop down. But is it margins and widths and everything is applicable or not? Yes. Inline block means same line, but block is used for applying properties like width as well as what? Height. But if you write only inline, is it those properties are applicable or not applicable? Not applicable because of that use what? Inline block. Because you want to set the padding, that is left, right, top as well as what? Bottom. Spaces are there, no? These are the spaces, and these spaces you call it as which one? Padding here. Okay, now? Yes. But when you click on this, you are trying to display the content. When you click on that, you are trying to display the content, right? Yes. So this can be either horizontal, or this can be either horizontal, or this can be either vertical. This can be either horizontal, or this can be either vertical. So this example also, yes, this is linking with the iframe. Linking with the iframe. Why you link with the iframe? To display what? Content. To display the content in the same page. If you want to display the content in new page or new window, you don't require iframe, right? You simply say what? Blank. If you say blank, hyperlink, when you say blank, will it display in the same or target? I don't say target is F1, but I say target as what? Blank. Once I say target is a blank, if I click on home, is it in the same window or new window? New window. But I want the content to be displayed in the same window or in the new window? Same window. Then I displayed which one? Iframe. But you can also display within the division. You can also display within the division. But how can I display within the division? For that, I need to write some code. Which code I should write? JavaScript. Dynamically, if you want to change the content, if you want to change the content dynamically, you can do that with the help of which one? JavaScript. But now I take the help of which one? Iframe. Okay. But I cannot do the change dynamically by just using HTML and what? CSS. Because of that, I have taken the help of which one? Iframe. Okay, now? Yes. So there is a drop down list is there. And there is a drop down list is there. And there is a drop down. Yeah, there is a drop down list is there. And there is a drop down image is there. Now you can see with the help of this, you create one simple application, right? Can you create a simple application? Okay, with the help of, because you know how to navigate, right? If you click on home, okay, not in the same page. Please develop one simple application, not in the new page, but I want in a single page. Everything is in one page only. So home is now in the same page. News means same page. Drop down link means in the same page. You should get everything in one page. Develop one simple application using this concept, right? So there is also drop down image. Drop down image. It means once I move the cursor, this is drop down image. Once I move the cursor, so once I move the cursor, it should change. Okay, it should display the image. Once I move the cursor, see, move the mouse over the image below, to open the drop down content. So drop down image, but I should have one image, right? I should have one image. Let us take one image here, and then we'll display that image once we move the cursor. Let us display the image once we move the cursor here. Now here this some image. So the image which is already there, we'll just take one image. Some information, right? So here some text is there. Okay, now. So image source, see, move the mouse over the image below to open. Which one here? Drop down content. So there is an image slash images, and within this lot of images are there. Okay, there are a lot of images are there. We'll take some image, image 1. So where width is given and height is also given, and there is a slash. So again I'm saying images and same image. What is the image? Image 1. Yes. See, what is the meaning of this is, for example, what you are trying to do here. Now see here, division. Okay, what is the class selector use? Drop down. Now what is the class selector is used? Drop down, and position is what? Relative, and display is inline block. And this is a drop down content. See here, image. This is a drop down, and there is a drop down. So there is a drop down, and there is a drop down. Which one? Content. So drop down content. What is the drop down content? Displays a none, and position is what here? Absolute. And this is a background color, and minimum width is given. And when you move the cursor to the drop down, then drop down content, are you displaying or not? Yes. Okay, now there is a description is given. There is one class selector. And what is a class selector here? Description, and just display the text. Suppose when you move the cursor to this image, what is initially width of this image? 100 pixels. And what is the height of this image? 50 pixels. What will happen if I move the cursor? What will happen if I move the cursor? When I move the cursor, it will display what? Drop down content. But it will display the drop down content. What is the drop down content here? Image only. What is the drop down content here? Image. What is the drop down content? Image. And that image is displayed with a width of 300 and what? 200. Okay. See, initially image width and height is how much here? 130. But when I move the cursor onto the image, the width of this image is changed to what? 300. The height of this image is changed to what? 200. Just see here. So there is the image. This is the image, right? So once I move the cursor, is it this image is changed or not? Yes. This image width and height is changed. Drop down. When it is drop down, so what I said, the drop down content is taken as one image or multiple images? One image. Now, can you have multiple images or not? Yes. But here, how many images are there? Only one image. How many images are there? Only one image. But can you display the multiple images? Yes. You can display the multiple images. Okay, same. I just take another image here. So once I move the cursor, so displayed how many images here? 2 images, right? Suppose this is image 1, and I can take another image, right? So that is AIMG, and this is called as which one? 2. So once I move the cursor, how many images are displayed? 2 images are displayed. But is it these images or links or no? These images, these are images, but can you convert these images into a link? Yes, by placing within the anchor. By placing within what? Anchor. So you can have a drop down as what here? Image. Drop down as image, or you can have the drop down as what? List. Drop down as image, or drop down as what? List. Okay, I'll try to place. Okay. So drop down. So wherever you want, you can place this drop down. Okay. On the text also, you can have a drop down. So when I move the cursor to the text, I want to display some drop down. That is called as, generally you call it as a tooltip. See, generally tooltips will be there, right? So tooltip. Now when you move the cursor, to some drop down, then I want some tooltip to be displayed. Suppose if I move the cursor to this, is it given some tooltip or not? Yes. Reload this page. See, this is called as reload this page. This is called as which one? Tooltip. And even tooltip is also a drop down. Is it tooltip is also one drop down or not? Yes. But you can also create a tooltip. But we'll see that how to create a tooltip also. But this is called as which one? Drop down image. For creating drop down, you have to think only three things here. In the navigation or in drop down images, okay, first you create which one? Navigation. First is created which one? Navigation. And you define the style of which one? List item. You define the style of which one? Child items of the list. What are the child items of the list? Anchor and drop down button. And after that you created which one? Drop down content. But is it this drop down content is displayed or not displayed? Not displayed. And when you are displaying the drop down content, when you move the cursor to which button? Drop down button, and you are saying display equal to blog. That's it. Very simple. Creating drop down is very easy only, but you should understand how to display the content here. Then next is CSS miscellaneous topics. These are miscellaneous topics like CSS. What do you call it as? Animations. But when you say animation, this animations belongs to some keyframes. This animations belongs to what here? Keyframes order there. Keyframe. Because you try to display these frames within given interval. You try to display this frame within given interval. So that is called as which one? Keyframes. So that is what you mean by animation. How you do animation? An animation lets an element gradually changes from one style to another, from one property to another property. You are changing from one property to another property. Now that can be called as which one? Animation. To use a CSS animation, you must first specify some keyframes for the animation. You have to define the keyframes. Keyframe, I say no, keyframe, each frame, collection of frames. Okay, if you are displaying collection of frames with some time delay, that will create one animation. If you display collection of frames with a delay, that you can call it as which one? Animation, right? To use a CSS animation, you must first specify some keyframes for the animation. So keyframes hold what styles the element will have at certain time. I say no, keyframe hold what style the elements will have at certain time. That you define it by using which one? Keyframe. Now there are some rules out there. Now when you specify the CSS style inside the keyframe rule, the animation will gradually change from current style to the new style at certain times. So that is called as which rule here? Keyframe rule. So when you specify the CSS style inside the keyframe rule, the animation will gradually changes from the current style to what? New style. That is done by using which one? That is done by which rule? Keyframe rule. But this rule is defined by using which one? @ And @ keyframe, it followed by name of the keyframe. Name of the keyframe that is applied to what? That is applied to what? Certain elements. That is applied to the elements. So there is a syntax, is there? What is the syntax of this keyframe is how you create the keyframe. You'll say @ keyframe, it followed by the name. @ keyframe, it followed by what? Name. And what keyframe define? It will define the CSS See, when you specify the CSS style inside the keyframe rule, the animation will gradually changes from the current style to what? New style at certain times. For example, in this example, suppose there is a keyframes, and what is the name of this here? Example. Okay, what is the name of the keyframe? Example. You can give any name, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, anything you can give. Within this, what is the animation you are giving? From what property you are changing? Background color from red to what? Yellow. You are changing the background color from red to yellow. So this is a keyframe. What is the name of the keyframe? Example. And this will change the background color of an element from red to what? Yellow. You are applying this to whom? Division. So there is the division with the width of what? 100 pixels, and there is a width of what? There is a height of how many pixels? 100. What is initially background color? Red. But you are changing to what? Yellow. But applying which one? Animation. What is the animation name here? Example. Is it example is the name of the keyframe or not? Yes. What it define? Animation. It is changing from background color from red to yellow. But animation duration is how many seconds? 4 seconds. Now, once 4 seconds are completed, then it will move to previous state or not? Yes, it will move to the previous state once the animation is what? Completed. Once the animation is completed, it just move to the previous state. Okay, now? Yes. But here, define only background color, but you can define, what you can define? Width, and you can also define which one? Height. You can also define the width as well as which one? Height. Everything you can do it. So some properties you should set. Some properties you have to set here. Okay. So once you run this, now this is initially, it is changed from which one? Red to, I just refresh it. This animation is changed from red to which color? Yellow color. So I just said animation duration is 4 seconds. I just refresh it. Now this is how many seconds here? 4 seconds. But you can find the gap if I increase number of seconds. I said 100 seconds. Now can you see the slowdown or not? Yes. If I'm saying 100 seconds, more than 1 minute, right? Okay. So you have to wait to change the state. This color changed from red to what here? Yellow. You have to wait because I've given how many seconds here? 100. Okay. Yes. So here it is given how many seconds? 4 seconds. This animation time is how many seconds? 4 seconds. Once it is completed, it is moved to which state? Normal state. But here there is one property is there in CSS style. Okay, there is one property, and what is the name of the property? Animation duration, and one more is which one? Animation name. Two things are there here. One is the animation duration, and one more is animation name. Animation name is nothing but here you are trying to define the name of the, or animation name is nothing but you are trying to define the name of the keyframe. You are defining the name of the keyframe, and this keyframe define what type of animation is from and what is that? To here. But can you use some more keywords? Yes, you can use some more keywords. Now CSS animation duration property defines how long animation should take to complete. If the animation duration property is not specified, no animation will occur because the default value is what here? 0 seconds. If you don't give the animation duration, right? Then is it animation is occurred or not occurred? Not occurred here. So just display which one? Red. But is it changed or not changed? Not changed. So animation duration even should not be negative. Can you give -1 second? No. You cannot give -1 second, right? So you can give either 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds or milliseconds. Okay. Yes, this is applied how many seconds here? 2 seconds. And you can also give in what? Milliseconds. So the animation duration property defines how long an animation should take to complete. If the animation duration property is not specified, no animation will occur. If the animation duration property is not specified, no animation will occur because the default value is what? The default value is what? 0. Okay, now? Yes. Now in this example, so this example we have used what? From and to. From and to, which represent from where it is started from 0 and where it is ended 100, because you are changing the color from red to what here? Red to which one? Yellow. So it starts at 0. 0 means from red, gradually it is changed to which one? 100%. So it is possible to use a percentage. You can also use percentage. So from background color, you can also use percentage, right? So what is a percentage? I use 0%. Then I use which one? Which percentage? Okay, you can also use 0% as well as what? 100% or 25%. This is an example. Okay, I'll take this example because you are changing gradually from one color to another color, right? So there are some keyframes are defined, but keyframes are defined. Now 0% is which one? Red. 25% yellow, and 50 is given what? Blue, and 100% is given which one? Green. But when the animation is, now what background color is start from? Red, which is nothing but which percentage here? 0%. Now this is the first keyframe. This is the first keyframe, and this animation duration is how many seconds here? 4 seconds. Now first background color of this division is how much? Red. Then 25%. 25% means, for example, this is total how many seconds? 4 seconds, right? Now starting with what here? 0. This is 1 second. This is 1 second, and this is 1 second. Total how many seconds here? 4 seconds. So 4 seconds equally divided or not? Yes. After 1 second, it is changed to which one? Yellow. After 1 second, it is changed to which one? Blue. After 1 second, it is changed to which one? Yes. So the following is change the background color and the position of the division element when the animation is what? 25% is completed. Now 25%, what is given here? 25%. Say division. The following example will change the background color of the division element when the animation is what? 25% completed, 50% completed, and again when animation is what? 100% is completed, then it will try to display background color as which one? Green. But that division is based on what? Animation duration. That division is based on which one? Animation duration, which is given how many seconds here? 4 seconds. And then go back to the original style. Then go back to the original style here. If you run this, now you can see will increase. Now 4 seconds is there. Now started with which one? First it is started with which one? Red. Then change to which one? Yellow. Then change to which one? Blue. And then change to which one? Green. Refresh it. Now yellow, blue, then green, and then move to which one? Red. Once the animation is what? Completed. Once the animation is completed, but that is based on what is that? Animation duration. Number of, you can divide it. You can divide the keyframes. Now this is first frame, and this is a second frame, and this is a third frame, and this is a fourth frame. Total how many frames are there? 4 frames are there. Okay. And each frame you are displaying with a duration of, or each frame you are displaying with a duration of 1 second. Each frame you are displaying with a duration of how many seconds? 1 second. Because animation duration is given what? 4 seconds. Because it should complete this complete animation in how many seconds? 4 seconds. But how many keyframes are there? 4 are there. But evenly divided or not? Yes. So in the same way, you can also give the keyframes by just defining which one? Percentage, 0%, 25%, 50%, and one more is what? 100%. Okay, now yes. See the now you can also define in the example above. I have specified the style will change by using keyword from to. Which percentage? 0 to what here? 100. But it is also possible to use a percentage. By using percentage, you can add as many style changes as you like. The following example. Now this is how many styles are added? How many styles are added here? 4 are added. First background is red and second one is yellow and third one is blue and fourth one is what? Green. Okay, now yes, this is how you are trying to change it. But even I say no, you can add number of things within the animation. What is added here? 0%. You are changing what? Background color, and you are also changing which one? Position. That is left is 0 and top is what? 0. And 25% background color is changed to what? Yellow, and left is given what? 200. Means is it moved from moving from left to right, but top is same or not? Yes. So 50% left is a 200 and top is what? 200. Means it is moving towards bottom. Okay, now 75% background color left is what here? 0 and top is given 200. So which position is changed? Y position, but X is what here? Fixed. Then 100% background color is left red and left is 0 and top is also 0. Means it moving in rectangular way, right? Yes. Now just this here. Now width is given 100 pixels, height is given, and this is background color. Position is relative to the previous position. And what is the name of the animation? Example. You can give anything. What is the animation duration? 4 seconds. You can also define different animations here, right? So you can also define delay in we can also define delay in what? Animation. So how many keyframes are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 keyframes are there here. You can see it is moved and down, and then yes, what is changed here? Positions. Left is 0 and top is 0. Left is 0 and top is also 0. 25%. Left is what here? 200. 200, right? Left is a 200 and top is also left is a 200 and top is a 0. Okay. So only which axis is changed? X. But is it Y is changed? No. But if it is 50, left is 200 and top is 200. Means it is moved, or it is moved what? Or it is moved down or not? Yes. It is moved down and change the color to what? Blue. And then next is green. Left is 0 and top is 200. Now this is here. Left is 0 and top is 200. And when it's 100%, left is 0 and top is also 0. Now you are moving like this. Now you are changing X and, or you are changing X and what? Y. You are changing X and Y. But in this case, which one is changed? No changes in X and Y. But here changes in what? X. But there is no changes in what? Y. But in this case, there is a changes in X as well as what? Y. But there is a changes, no changes in X, but there is a changes in what? Y. Because you are displaying top equal to what? 200. So top, from top, you are displaying a 200 position. Okay, now. But this is 0, 0. This is what here? 0 and 0. Left is 0 and top is 0. Okay, now. You can also change the width and height. You can also change the width and height here. You can change, you can change the positions, that is left as well as what? Top. You can also change the width and height. You can also change, any property can be changed, right? Any property can be changed. For example, this is division, right? Suppose you have taken division. Can you take a text? Can you change the text? Text size, can you increase? Can you change the text size? Yes or no? These are the properties of which one? Division. How can I change the text? Tell me here, how can I, which element? Which tag? Sorry, which tag? I want to set the style for text. Text is there, no? There is a text is there, for example. So there is a text, but generally you write the text inside what? Paragraph. You write the text inside what? Paragraph. Then you define which one? The style of which one? Paragraph. So within the paragraph, what paragraph contain? Text. And within the paragraph, what you change it? What you change it? Which color you change it? Paragraph. See, this animation is applied to what? This animation is applied to what? Paragraph. So paragraph width is given, paragraph height is given, paragraph background is given, position is given, animation name is what? Example, and animation duration is given 4 seconds. But I don't want to change it. What I don't want to change? I don't want to change left and top. But what I want to change is only which color? Which color I want to change? Background color. Okay, na? So background color. But instead of background color, can I change only color? Can I change only color or not? Yes. Color means which color? Color means which color? Text color. Can you change the text color? Yes. You can change the text color also. Okay. But this time, which color is changed? Background color of which one? Paragraph. Because the width of the paragraph is given how much? 100 pixels. But I change the paragraph. Width is 500. So this width is given how much? 500. So this is a background of which one? Paragraph. Okay, background of paragraph. So can I change here color? Color means which color? Color means which color here? Text color. Okay, color. Anything you can use here. Okay, any color you can take. Okay, now. So this is which color? Text color. I'm changing which color here? Text color. Okay, so color. So some color which is visible, right? So there is a color, and this is a text color. I just use the text color here, right? But this will change it. So background color as well as what? Text color. Okay, background color as well as text color here, right? So how many keyframes are there here? 4. 5 are there. Okay. So whatever you want, you just define it. Okay. By just using keyframes. So keyframes are there. So paragraph. Just define the paragraph and do it. So you can also define the delay in what? Animation. Yeah, this one also I'm copying, right? So don't think that only for this one. You can take, for example, this is not paragraph. This is what here? What is this here? Topic is there. So there is a topic. So this is applied to which one? This is applied to which one? Heading. So this is applied to the heading. So H1 applied to which one? H1. Okay. Yes. This is not applied to a paragraph, but applied to which element? Tag selector called which one? H1. Right? Yes. Now there is a key. Yes. So you can also define the delay in what? Animation. Okay. So delay in animation means the animation delay property specifies the delay for the start of a animation. So when to start the animation? Now that you can define it by using which one? Delay in animation, by using one property. And what is the name of the property? Animation delay. Because is it starting animation immediately or not? Yes. But I don't want the animation to start what? Immediately. I don't want the animation to start what? Immediately. Then you can also define which property? Animation delay property. So animation delay. Now here, animation delay is given how many seconds? 2 seconds. But in this case, again, you're changing the background color. Suppose you can also define keyframes. Sorry. Yes. Now once I run this, you can see delay is there. But when it is started immediately or after 2 seconds? After 2 seconds, I refresh it. Is it started immediately? No, it is not started immediately. It is started after 2 seconds. Now that can be defined by using which one? Animation delay. Animation delay is defined, right? So then see here, can I define the body? This is a body background color. So I don't define the width and height. So this animation is applied to which one? Body. This animation is applied to the body, right? But why left top here? This body is having this because we have not defined the width, right? So I just remove this. So this keyframe is applied to this. Now it start after how many seconds? 2 seconds. The animation start after 2 seconds here, right? So once I say refresh, after 2 seconds, it will start which one? Animation, right? Yes, this is giving animation to which one? Background. Background of which one? Body, which is nothing but web page background or not? Yes, but only background, background image also. Background image also. How can I apply background image? Sorry, how can you apply background image? Just give which one? Background. So what is the name of this here? Background image. What is a background image? I just give, okay, slash URL. Sorry, URL. What is this here? Slash images. Which image I want to display? Donia. Okay. First I display the image. Then I display which one? Color. First I display the image and then I displayed color here. So it will start. Where is it started? Not started. Refresh. What happened? Image is there or not there? So here we change which one? Image to color. But we have to take all or which one? Image. Yeah, this is displayed, and after that background is changed or not? Yes. Okay. Now can you change these images? Can you change the images like instead of colors? Instead of color, next is displaying color, right? Then I'm saying URL. So what is this here? Images. Okay. Now this is one more image. So this image get what? Changed, right? So is it image get changed or not? Yes. So just to see here how many seconds, after 2 seconds it will start, right? So I try to change the color as well as what? Image. Both are changed or not? Yes. So Dhoni changed it to what? Rudraj, right? And after that background color is given, but initially background color is image, right? Because of that, first when you run this, changed, then background color, then go to the initial state. What is the initial state? Only background image. What is it? Color is there, image is there. image is there. And then it started with image and changed to another image. Then background image is changed to what here? Color. Of which one? Body. So you can display. Now, if you have a creativity, then you can do a lot of things. Otherwise, you have to practice the same thing, right? Okay. Yes. Delay in animation also you can define. So when to start the animation, that you can define it by using delay in what? Animation. That you can define it by using delay in animation, right? And set how many times an animation should run. But actually here animation is run how many times? Only one time. This animation is run how many times? Only one time, right? This animation is done how many times here? Only one time. But you want to repeat this animation number of times. You want to repeat this animation number of times. Then you set animation iteration count property. So there is one property is there. And what is the name of the property? Animation iteration property is there. Now that will define how many times the animation has to be repeated. That will define how many times the animation has to be repeated. So that is done by using animation repetition. So iteration count property specifies the number of times animation should run. So in this example, you want to run the animation how many times? 3 times. Then you define the property. What is the property is defined? Animation iteration count is what here? 3. Animation repetition count or iteration count is given how much here? 3 is given. Suppose you want the animation, you can define the iteration count. What is the iteration count is defined? 3. But iteration count, see here, I can define the iteration count as what? Infinite. Is it any end for this animation? No. There's no end for what? This animation. So just keep on moving it continuously. Just keep on moving it how? Continuously, because given the animation iteration count is what? Infinite. But I change this. Infinite to how many here? 3. 3 iteration. It's just like a for loop where you are repeating it how many times? 3 times. Now this animation is repeated how many times here? 3 times. Okay. After 3 times, it will stop and go to the previous state. Okay. Yes. How many times this iteration is done? 3 times. For that, you are using, you are using one property. And what is the property? Animation iteration count is given. And the count is given as what? 3. And not only that, you can do the reverse animation. Reverse animation can be done by using one property called which one? Animation direction. Okay, so run animation in reverse direction or alternate what? Cycles. Reverse direction or alternate cycles. The animation direction property specifies whether animation should be played forward or which one? Backward or in alternative cycle. So the animation direction property can have the following values. What is the first one? Normal. Normal is a default or not? Yes. This is called as which direction? Forward direction. This is a default. Then reverse. The animation is played in which direction? Reverse direction. That is in what? Backward. And there is alternate. The animation is played forward first, then backward, backward. Alternative reverse. The animation is played backward first, and then it played in which one? Forward. So there are number of properties out there. Like first one is a normal, which is called as default, which done from left to which done in which direction? Forward direction. And this is which direction? Backward direction. And this is what here? alternate, and this is alternate reverse. The animation is played backward first and then what? Forward. Okay, now this is backward. Now this example is in which direction? Reverse direction. Reverse direction means, okay, from where it will start? See here, from where it will start? Just to say, suppose generally it is started in which direction? Forward. Now division is there and division width and height is defined and background color and position is relative. Animation name is what? Example. And animation duration is given how many seconds? 4 seconds. But animation direction is what? Reverse. Reverse is given. Now, is it keyframes are played forward or backward? If you see this array. Now you can see, is it forward or backward? Backward. See here, keyframes are from where? Backward. First, which one? 100. Where left is 0 and top is also 0. Then 75% means green is what? 0 and top is which one? 200. See here. Is it doing in which direction? Backward direction. Means from where? Top to bottom or bottom to top? Bottom to top. But if I don't give this, what is the default animation direction? What is the default? Normal. Normal is which direction? Forward direction. This is forward direction. Yes. Animation direction is normal, I say. This is which direction here? Normal. Normal means forward direction. From top to which one? Bottom. All these frames are displayed from top to bottom. But if I say direction, I just write here direction as what? Reverse. Then it start from top to bottom or bottom to top? Bottom to top. Yes. Now it is started from bottom to top. But you can also define what you can define? Alternate. You can also define which one? Alternate. Alternate is there. So what will happen in alternate here? Okay. Yes, this is alternate. Now what is alternate? Is it doing the same thing or different? Alternate is there, no? Alternate, I said. Animation direction is alternate. 0 is there, 25 is there, 50 is there, 75 is there, and 100 is there. Now suppose if I refresh this, so right, is it doing the same thing? Colors, change, see the colors. Yellow. Yes. This you can call it as which one here? Alternate. Now you also have an alternate reverse. See, alternate animation for run forward first and then which one? Backward. And that you can call it as which one? Alternate. Run forward first and then count. We'll see the count otherwise. Because you can find this difference if you give animation count. Okay. So because first it will do in which direction? Forward direction, and then it will do in which direction? Backward direction. That is called as which one? Alternative. Now this is forward direction, and then it started which direction? Backward direction, and this you can call it as which one? Alternate. But when you can see the alternate, if animation iteration count is defined, if the animation iteration count is not defined, is it possible to see the alternate? No, you can see only one direction. Which direction? Forward direction. Okay. Suppose I just write here 4, right? So alternate. First forward, then backward, then forward, and then backward. Okay. Because the number of iterations are how many? 4 I have given. Now there is again backward. And there is again what? Forward. And there is again which one? Backward. So this is animation direction is there. Okay. So that is alternate. And there is alternate and reverse. to make the animation run backward first and then forward. So then you can go for this. This is alternate, right? In the place of alternate, what you can use? Direction, alternate, reverse. First is backward and then forward. Okay, first is a backward and then forward, and this you can call it as alternative reverse. This is alternate reverse, right? So different directions. But in the place of this division, you can also use what? Blocks. In the place of division, you can also use which one? Block. So you should know only one thing, like how to create a keyframe. The important thing is only keyframe, and in the keyframe you define the style. Okay, now you define the number of frames, because displaying all these frames with the given array, displaying all these frames in the given what? Duration is called as which one? Animation. Okay, displaying all these keyframes in a given time duration, that you can call it as which one? Animation only. Now you require number of frames. If you don't know how to create a keyframe, then you cannot do which one? Animation. So that is generally you'll say animation is, okay, person is moving. Moving person means moving person will have number of frames, right? First step, second step, third step. If you put all these steps within a given timer interval, then the person is what? Moving. Not directly person moving is not a video, right? So it is even video also, it is a collection of frames. Okay. So then only the picture becomes what? Movable. Okay, now. Yes, this is how you work with which one? CSS, animation, and even at the end I put this one, like how to work with this. Which one? What do you call it as iframe? Now in animation, there is one more property is there. And what is the name of this is defining which mode? Fill mode. So CSS animation do not affect an element before the first keyframe is played or after the last keyframe is what? Played. The animation fill mode property can override this behavior. The animation fill mode property specify a style for the target element when the animation is not playing, right? See here, when the animation is not playing, you want to define the style for which one? Generally, see, whenever you start the animation, it will not affect an element before the first keyframe. Before the first keyframe, there is no effect, right? Because that is initial state. And not only that, after completing the animation also, you don't have any effect, because that is again moving to the which state? Previous state. But that can be overcome by using which one? Fill mode. Okay, animation fill mode. Now, animation fill mode can have the following values. One is a none, and second one is forward, and third one is which one? Last keyframe, and next one is which property? Backward, and next one is both. That is forward as well as what? Backward. Means whatever last keyframe is there, that is applied to which one? Element. That is applied to element. But what is the default value? None. Animation will not apply any style to the element before or after its execution, because directly it will go to which style? Initial state. Directly it will start with the initial state. After completing animation, it will go to again initial state only. But is it any style is applied or not applied? Not applied. Suppose I want to apply which keyframe? Last keyframe. I want to apply last keyframe after completing which one? Animation. Then you'll try to use which one? Either backward, either you can use what? Forward. Okay, either you can use backward or you can use what? Forward. Okay, yes. For example, see here. Suppose if you take, generally it will not apply, it will go to the previous state. So it will go to the previous state, and you can see it starts at what here, red, and it start changing it to which one? Is it state is changed or not? Yes, where it is in blue only. But generally, if I don't give this animation fill mode, if I don't give this animation fill mode from top to which one? Top is changed from 0 to 200. Position is changed and background color is also changed. Background color is also changed, and then it is moved to previous state or not? Yes, but I don't want to move to which one? Previous state. I want that animation to remain what? Same state. Then what do you do it here? Animation fill mode. You are saying it is in which one? Forward. Forward, because is it this is moving forward means what will happen in forward? Whatever state is there. See here, the element will retain the style value that is set by the last keyframe. What is the last keyframe is given? Background color as what? Blue. And what is the value of top is given? 200. Whatever value is given in backward direction, the last keyframe value is assigned when you play the animation in which direction? Backward direction, and that is applied to which one? Division. Okay, when if you write animation fill mode is what? Forward or backward, but it doesn't move to which one? Existing state. Is it state is remain same or not? Yes. So that can be applied by saying animation fill mode, that is called as forwards, or it can be backward, or what is the default mode? Normal, right? So these are some of the properties of creating which one? Animation. So number of properties out there in the keyframe, right? You have to use those properties in order to play the animation here. I think you understood this, how to create, but only the things is creating what? Keyframes. If you know how to create the keyframes, then you can apply this animation to any any element. So that can be header or image or it can be anything. But only the creation of keyframes and animation duration and animation what? Direction. If you know these things, you can create some beautiful animations, right? Then tomorrow I'll tell you one more thing related with the CSS, and after that we'll go for we'll go for which one? JavaScript, right? So we'll see tomorrow, right? And we'll stop it here and tomorrow we'll continue this, right? So thank you. We'll see tomorrow, right? Yes, animation name and keyframe should be same. See, if you take total animation duration is 100%, you are trying to divide that into a number of percentage, 0, 10, 20, 30. Okay. So the duration between each and every frame, that you can call it as percentage. Okay. Follow, yeah. क्या हो रहा अभी मैं कॉपी कर रहा ना वैसा आ रहा क्या what you do is मीटर का बहुत सारे I keep on teaching, writing a lot of. देखिए एडिटर लेआउट रहता है यार, ये फॉन्ट रहता है ना, you have to change the font. Preferences में ये settings रहता है ना, settings में change कर लेना, font रहता, font change कर लो, font है ना, ये font ऐसे है ना, इसलिए वो actual text जो है ना, यहाँ पे कौन सा font use कर रहा हूँ मैं, Century Gothic use कर रहा हूँ, और your editor is using which one? So इसलिए थोड़ा compatible नहीं हो रहा, इसलिए ऐसे error आ रहा है. You copy notepad and then copy. So problem वही रहता और कुछ नहीं. Yeah, I'll give you Dilip is CSS starting. You said that. What did I say? Dilip A. Underline text. You said that over is used. Therefore, we not getting. We should use. Underline. क्या underline? I didn't get. Anchor. Anchor. You're talking about anchor. Dilip. Because you are not taking it as a button, you are taking it as a button, right? Okay. बोलो ये. एक मिनट दे दो. Yeah.